Can you see him waving?
Yeah. Ya jiki?
Yeah. Ta ya jiki? He said da sauki. Do you understand what he meant?
I believe that means good. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. You are a smart doctor.
Thank
All right,
you.
so we're good to go.
Okay. Perfect. So would you mind giving me a little bit of a background on the patient?
Right, I will do that for you, absolutely. All right, he is Jibril Aliyu. He's 8-year-old student. His father is a trader who earns less than $100 monthly. Okay, and they live in an overcrowded area in the suburb of Bauchi. He presents with fever, headache, and abdominal pain of 4 days duration.
Would you mind asking him to kind of describe his fever, if it kind of comes and goes or if it's there all the time?
All right, I've asked him that, and the mom told me, and he's also told us that the fever is on and off.
Would you mind asking him a little bit more about his abdominal pain and how he's been feeling about that?
The abdominal pain is colicky in nature, and it's associated with diarrhea.
Has he presented pale under eyes or pale hands, any faintishness, swelling of the legs?
No.
Has he had any respiratory problems, any coughing, sore throat?
He has cough and runny nose.
And a runny
but
nose.
No sore throat.
When he coughs, is it a dry cough or more of a wet cough where stuff comes up?
Yeah, stuff comes up when he coughs. A sputum comes out when he coughs.
Do you know what color the sputum is?
Yeah, we asked him a while ago and he said it's yellowish.
Would you mind checking his fever and seeing where it's at right now?
The temperature was checked, it was 39.3 degrees centigrade.
Does the patient take any medications?
Well, before the presentation, there was no medication.
Any long-term illnesses or illnesses that run in the family?
Akwai masu kaman ciwon asma ko kuma wanda suke yawan ciwon tari haka a cikin dangin ko kuma 'yan wansa haka nan ko. Okay, so well, his maternal grandmother had a history of cough, but from what she's saying, it's more of infectious.
What was the last thing that the patient had to eat and drink? Do you know?
Just now, the LI program brought him meal and he ate some of it. Yeah, the meal has to do with some proteins and carbohydrates. And also some drinks, minerals and stuff like that. He ate some, but not the appetite. Generally, the appetite is not that good.
Has he vomited or had any nausea?
Yeah, am I? Okay, he vomited yesterday, just once.
I would like to be running some tests just to be sure that I can confirm my diagnosis. Well, first things first, I want to run a full blood count test just to be sure that there is no anemia and that if there is an infection present that we can detect that. So do you know what the results were?
The results of the full blood count done, the hemoglobin count came out to be 9.9 gram per dl.
So he does have a little bit of a very mild anemia. Did you test the sputum of the patient?
Well, we did a sputum and it was positive for bacteria.
And then in terms of the full blood count test, there was also a bacteria present. Is that correct?
Yeah. There were high leukocyte white blood cells. Evidence of bacterial infection ongoing.
Has the patient had a chest x-ray?
Yes, chest x-ray was done and it's positive for ARI.
I believe that the patient has very, very mild anemia. And for that, I would say an improvement in diet and possibly supplements. I know that you have already given him very iron-rich foods and stuff like that, so we can kind of see how that helps his anemia, and if he requires more, we can give him some more. I also believe that since he has an ARI, it would be a bacterial ARI. It doesn't seem to be too complicated, which is very good. So I would say let's give him some antibacterial medication to help with that and help with the coughing and all of that. He is presenting some symptoms of typhoid fever because of his stomach pain, constipation, and diarrhea. So I would also like to give him some antibiotics for that, just to make sure that he's feeling well. And then if we can, give him some like cough syrup to help calm that throat and some medication to help calm that fever down, because it does seem that he's had that for quite some time. I would also recommend that he continue hydrating and make sure that he keeps his fluids up. He has said that he has nausea and is vomited and he has a fever, so I want to make sure that he doesn't get dehydrated, because that would definitely not be very helpful. So we want him to stay healthy. And then lastly, in terms of preventing this, I would say continue eating very iron-rich foods. That could be meats, dark green leafy vegetables, things like that should definitely help. It also seems that since he's gotten the ARI and the typhoid, that if they can continue with sanitation things like washing hands and as best as possible eating food that is prepared in a clean environment to prevent the transfer of that. But it seems like the patient will be able to do very well on these medications.
Wow. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Seriously, you are the smartest of them all.
Thank you so much.
All right. I seriously admire the way you made your presentation. I admire the fact that you took your time asking the history of this patient, and you went into investigation, into examination, okay?
Thank you.
Made the right investigations, also made the right diagnosis, right treatment, right preventive measures. If I were closer to you, I would want to give you a handshake, a warm handshake.
Thank you.
Job well done. You did marvelously.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you want to be a doctor, because I can see the way you're dressed and you look confident and you talk coherently and you seem to be well organized. Those are the qualities of a good doctor. Great.
Thank you.
And just for the record, so far you have been the smartest of them all. So
Thank you
keep it
so
up.
much.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's nice having this interaction with you. Have a lovely day ahead.
Have a lovely day, you guys.